Hello, welcome to my first video. Funny thing about that, I actually made a video a while back. Two. One for the start of my channel, and another one that I meant to release, but, I was still using my laptop at the time, and OBS, which is what I've been using, and what I used to use back when I originally had a channel. I'm pretty sure that one's long gone by now, though. Yeah, OBS didn't want to save the whole video, and it got cut out like 6-7 minutes in. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. But, yeah, so welcome to the channel. For the first video, I'm going to be playing this, behemoth of a game. Not really a behemoth, but, called Risk of Rain 2. Recently just got a, expansion update. I need to stop saying, I don't know why I am, but just got a expansion for the game, as well as a huge update to come alongside it. There it is again. And, I don't know, I just been playing a lot of it, and, well, I'm bored as fuck, so I'm gonna start streaming. Well, just not streaming, but recording. I don't know, maybe if I get an audience, I'll start streaming, but nobody's gonna watch this shit, so. Except for you. Because for some reason you're blocked on the internet, which good luck. So, enough talk, let's get into it. So, if you don't know what Risk of Rain is, it's a roguelike, a stage-based roguelike, kind of imagine like Hades, but Hades is more top-down, while this is more 3D environment. A whole list of survivors, each of them have their own gimmicks and whatnot. You got the basic Commando, he's just kind of your run and gun kind of character. Huntress, which is a little bit more of mobility based, you don't really have to aim, kind of more agile based character. You got Bandit, which is a lot more that kind of in and out of combat aesthetic and just kind of play style. Morty, which is all about switching between the two main attacks, and I don't really know how to sum him up. He's one of my more played characters, but I don't really know how to sum him up, really. It's kind of strange. Engineer, you got your torch, you place them down. You got your shield, and you put down your mines. Pretty much like any other engineer, but better because it's in this game. You got Artificial, a character I don't know how to use. And we're gonna move on. Mercenary, which is a, very up-close and personal melee-based survival that just kind of, swing-a-ding-ding shit until they're dead. You got Rex, which is all about, kind of playing around your health and pretty much seeing how close to death you can get without dying. You're basically always gonna be at like no health, because some of his attacks just kind of take away from his damage, while others will actually heal him, and just kind of, you kind of had to use his whole kit in order to actually survive with him, kind of thing. It's easier said while explaining, but you got Lodo, Spider-Man. That's pretty much it. Agrid, which is my favorite character, which is all about dealing damage over time. And a little bit of in-combat, out-combat kind of survival. He's mostly a melee survivor with some ranged capabilities. Captain, which is a character I don't really understand or know how to use, but he's good. That's about it. And then these last two are from the expansion themselves. And all these characters you have to unlock outside of these first two, Commando and Huntress. But each of them have their own unlocks and all that, but enough of them. You got Railgunner. He's kind of like your pistol, pull out your pistol, pull out your sniper, and you get the fuck away from combat kind of thing. Pistol for short range and sniper for long range. And he has a little funny bounce pad too. That's cool. And then you got the Void Fiend. Question mark's definitely important there. He's all about switching between the two forms. So I'd say about 30 or so seconds, 30, 45 seconds, I don't really know exactly how long, his form changes. Um, uh, guys can just kind of see right there, so after a little while, his forms become corrupted. And, well, when he's in a corrupted state, he does a lot more damage, but it's a lot more up close and personal. It's not so versatile. Um, and that's kind of like with Rex, where you have to play around with your health. Him, you have to play around with your corruption level, which allows you to really trade off of the damage and damage between versatility and try to play around with that. But today we're going to be playing my boy Arcid. Also on top of that, all these survivors tend to have alternate skills that you can unlock as well. So, example, I normally go with the neutron. That's not how you pronounce it. The funny spit. So that gives you a little bit more of a range-based playstyle. But you can switch over to bite, which is a lot more damage, but you have to be a lot more up close and personal. And all these just kind of can be switched around. The only exception is the Void Fiend, but his whole gimmick is that he switches between the two forms, so you pretty much get that anyway. But yeah, so there's also like artifacts that you can add on and whatnot. We'll worry about that later. We're gonna be playing on Windstone just cause, I don't know. I don't feel like actually tryharding right now, which I would have to on Monsoon and don't play Crucial. Literally babies can do it. Jokes aside, let's get started. If my character would load. There we go. Alright. So, we can kind of run around, fuck them shit up. This little claw attack, that's kind of like my main attack. Because you can see, it's very up close and personal. But I can do this little spit thing, which is how I'm shooting like these higher up enemies. I can do like this little leap, which just kind of launches me forward. Does a lot of damage and can stun enemies, but it has a lot longer cooldown. I also have this other skill, my all, which is my special. That's really good for like cluster attacks, as well as with my leap, that. I will show that once we have a cluster though, cause it doesn't really do much for that one. I'm just running around trying to get some money. You can get it from like those berries, but also primarily from fighting monsters. Try to get some chests. I want to see if I can get a healing or an attack chest right at the back though first, or a kiosk. What a kiosk is, it's basically like a chest, but you get to choose between 3 different items. There's the teleporter. I'll get to that in a second. But I don't think I see one. But you get to choose between 3 different items. The only trade-off is it's a little bit more expensive than the chest. Kind of like how this chest was only 25, rather than that chest right there. It's a utility chest, so I have an idea what's coming out of it. But it's a little bit more expensive because, well, we know at least genuinely what we're getting. We're getting something attack, we're getting something a little bit more, will make our kit more usable, more versatile, or we're getting something a little bit more defensive. Those are another thing called 3D printers, if I can ping things right, there we go. What a 3D printer is I can go in and trade up one of my items and decide, hey, I don't really want this one, I want another one. The only thing is you don't always get to choose, it's just kind of randomized. So you either have to go to this thing called a scrapper, which you can choose which items you want to scrap, and then it will give you, that many items of that you have. So let's say I have like 3, what are these called? 3 goat hooves. It will give me 3 goat hooves worth of scraps, so 3 scraps, and then I can go to that 3D printer and decide, hey, I want 2 of this item, and it will give me 2. They're pretty good. Leeching Seed, that's a good one. So, what that does is, well, every time I do damage to something, it heals me. Which is really good, because I'm always doing damage. The other 2 items, Goat Hoof increases movement speed, and Backup Mag gives me an extra secondary, which is my spit. my mouse too. So that thing, my special, it just kind of does damage to, it just kind of changes off of a bunch of enemies, in a line. I don't think it will attack the same enemy twice, but it'll just, whenever there's a big clump, I can just do that, and then they'll all end up getting poisoned, which is really useful when doing a lot of shit. Mooncoin, I will get to those beautiful things in a moment as well. Maybe not this episode, it'll depend. We'll see what we got. So, as you see, I had to come over here and I initiated this thing called a teleportal. What that does is, at the end of your stage, you have a teleportal. Well, not really at the end, but you can go in and you have to start it and charge it. And what it is charged, well, while it's getting charged, I missed that shot completely. While it's getting charged, you have to fight a boss. Well, while fighting that boss, you know, the other enemies will still be spawning, and you have to get rid of that. But once you get rid of the boss, it'll drop an item. This item, I got Goldstone, which I personally don't really like. It basically just, whenever I kill an enemy, I will get more gold. Woo, not that interesting. It's helpful, but not really. But once you do that, you can still sit here and loot around on the stage, but I'm not going to. You'll just go in and, move on to the next stage. Which takes a second. Alright. And there's one of those swappers I was talking about, which I'm going to swap that tome. That way, if I find a 3D printer that I like with a green item, then I will be able to use it. So with the different items, sorry about that, but with the different items, you got white, which is your common, green, which is uncommon, red, which is legendary, blue, which is lunar, and yellow, which is boss items, which boss items you can only get from fighting bosses, and you get that boss's boss item. Sorry for the screen movement as I talk. I do that a lot, my apologies. But, and then on top of that, you have void items. Void items are exclusively interesting because, there's another trapple, because they will take the items you already have and change them, which is quite fun, because typically they'll be like, they'll be along the same line to what the original form was, but that one and any other ones you get would turn into this new form, which would still be of the same idea, but slightly different. So, for example, there's one item called Tougher Times, or I tend to call it teddy bears. With the teddy bears, every once in a while you will block incoming damage, like you just won't get hit. It's based off like just chance. You'll have like a 10% chance to not get hit, for example. The void version of it, say for spaces, it will give a timer, so every 15 seconds, the next hit after 15 seconds you won't get hit, you won't take damage, for example. So the same kind of general idea, just altered version of it. So while we're on topic with that, they're all, you notice, that chest costs a lot more than the other ones, because it is a large chest, which large chests have a higher chance of dropping higher rarity items, so you typically want to get them if you can. That's called a gamer moment. That wasn't a gamer moment. Ooh. Dear's best friends. I can't die. Oh, well, I can, but if I die, I just won't the first time. Which is good, because dying's not fun. I'm gonna... give me a moment. going to not die, and then I'm going to get that. Though, honestly, if I die now, I will probably just reset. Because we are only on stage 2. If I die on stage 2, that's just sad. Not that it hasn't happened before, but also, hit 69 gold. I should not have spent that. That's upsetting. I have failed you all. Alright. So, the reason why I'm coming over here is sometimes in this little pond will be this little dip, and, well, there's nothing now. But sometimes there'll be stuff in it, and one of those things is called a newt auto. And that's where you spend your lunar coins, which are those little blue icons right there. I have 20 of them now, so I kind of want to spend some. 20's not a lot, mind you, but it's enough. So, that's not how I want that to go. Alright. Thought I saw a kiosk, one of those terminals that lets me choose between 3 items here, but I guess I didn't. That is unfortunate. Oh, there's the new auto. That thing right there. Good thing I kept looking. I don't have a jump. That was foolish. Alright. I saw here another chest I forgot. A few of them, but this one specifically. Ooh! 2 red items already. Technically still... Oh, this is one of the least enjoyable ones. But... basically... Ooh, that's really good with guillotine though. So, the red item I got, that legendary, what that does is if I kill an elite enemy, so like a fire enemy or an ice enemy, I'll get to have their powers for a little bit. What the guillotine does, that green item, or guillotine, is low HP elite, so like those fire or those ice-based enemies will die. Just I won't have to bring them all the way down to 0 HP. They will die a lot sooner pretty much, which is good because one of the elites is literally just extra armor. So, that is quite nice. A good combo, nonetheless. Though it's still one of the worst red items in my opinion, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't think there's really much else on this stage that I'm gonna want. I already got that chest, right? Yeah. Oh, now I'm just fucking up this boss like I did last time. Backing out a little bit. Oh, there's that other kiosk. There's apparently a chest back there too. So, once you start the teleporter, ooh, get away, get away, get away. There we go. If I didn't get away right there, that would have just took a lot of damage from me. That's what this boss does. Each boss has their own unique gimmick. That's this boss. But as I was saying, you can't go and get like those kiosks over there, like that one, when the teleporter is going. Even if you beat the boss, you have to finish the teleporter before you go do that. That's why it's typically good to go loot before you go fight the boss, rather than wanting to wait while you're doing it. Because although I'm getting a lot of gold, I kind of can't get to those items until after. So if any of those items were needed for this or would prove helpful for this, just be kind of screwed. I totally missed that shot. I'm not even gonna deny it. I also missed that one. It's okay, I made a bot. Alright. I don't really need that chest over there. I think he just had a medkit. Pretty much. Medkit, a key, and I don't know what's on the other side. Medkit would have been nice, but So, this is the Blazer Between Time, which there's 3 reasons to come in here. Most notably, the stuff down there. Don't mind me trying to fight myself. The other reason is to come in here and spend more Lunar Coins. They don't got the one I want, so I could just go refresh the shop, but I only got 19. Third reason is to pick a stage or to switch out some of your items for other items. Normally they're not the ones that I want, nor that I already have, but yeah, neither of those are the ones I want. Plus I already have them, so. Down here. So, down this little crevice is the Void Fields, which I shouldn't go in right now, because I don't think I'm gonna do well. I'm probably going to waste that dealer's best friend, which is the thing that will get me a revive. But why not? Alright, so this is a bunch of like mini teleporter events where instead of a boss, you just have a shit ton of enemies. On the side, you have what monster it is, what enemy, and occasionally they'll get items. So right now we only have one enemy and no items. That enemy doesn't have any items, so we don't really gotta worry about it. Luckily, we also got a pretty safe spot, so we can see him just kind of right there. Not really posing a threat. He won't really pose a threat until he's like right there. So we get to just kind of set this one out, but later on you'll have more entertaining cells. That's what these are called, cells or cell vents. Oh, he's almost there. Up, here he is. Up, up. Too slow. Oh shit, no one. That's what I get. Up, he's down there again. Up, here he comes, he's up. I take a minute. Yep. Up here, she's fine over there. Just over yonder. Up, there's 2 of them. Oh, too bad. They're done. Alright, so that will stun enemies. That will do more damage to them every once in a while. And this will change my attack speed. Should've gone with sticky bombs, but I want faster attack speeds. Alright here. So, they also have faster attack speeds. If you see right there, they have 5 of them. Increased attack speeds. So, those things are going to be, well, still hitting walls and missing me entirely. But, if they were good, they'd be hitting me. They're just not good. They're a lot harder to deal with when there's other enemies, which every odd cell, so right now, we're technically on cell 2, but it's only saying 1 because we're working on 2. We don't have 2 active yet. But every odd cell you get a new monster, and every even cell you get a new item. I think. Something like that. You have to do 9 of them. So. Oh, there's one over there. Any other ones? Nope, just the one. Oh, there's 2. Too bad. I should have stood still. I bitched out. I got scared. Alright. I guess I saw the pillow. Yep. Alright. So the way you know where to go with these is there'll be this giant purple beam. And you kinda have to follow it. Because as you can see, I take damage when I'm not in this orb. Which is, ow. Ow. Which is not favorable, obviously. These things going fast, attacking fast, is actually a problem. Yeah, I can just shoot them. I can spit them. Be like Minecraft lava. Stop saying, do you know the way over here? ATT rockets are coming in clutch. I'll explain more of the items and what they do over time, but that's useless right now, unless I get a 3D printer. That makes enemies catch on fire. The next one is a ATG missile, which will randomly shoot a missile at enemies, just like that. Then you got tri-tips next. Oh, that's convenient. Look at this. The one I just got, as you can see, has a chance to stun. We got DO's best friend, which is free revive. Back over here, Licking Seed deals damage. Back of mag, extra secondary, that's what it's called. Particle moves, increase movement speed. Roll panel. Whenever I'm in the range of it, I will get increased attack and movement speed, and then temporarily steal the power of elite. That's I already went over. Increase max health. Nothing new. Easier jump forward, some more mobility for the Rex well, and then you already seen the strength, that's just attack speed. Crowball, anything above 90% of its health will take more damage from me, which is good because I like doing damage. And then like I said, the stun grenades, well, they stun. There's a lot more items, obviously, but I don't have them, so I'll explain them when I get them. And why they all good. Because I don't remember all the items at the top of my head. Hey, cock blocker. Oh shit. I do not go out of the cell. And I need the cell to spawn close to me. And for those guys to keep missing. I'm gonna take teddy bears. Well, not teddy bears, lens glasses. So this will give me a 10% chance to crit my attacks, which will just, as you would assume, do more damage. Which is good, because that will have a higher chance of proccing certain things, if I'm not mistaken. Like my Fractured Arrow for bleed, my ATG missiles, and my gasoline. As well as some items later on that I might get will also need a chance to crit, so I missed that attack completely. Got some Lemurians coming up, these small folks. Those are basins, and then that's a grass contraption. Or like grass action. Got him. I'm gonna turn them up. So, one thing you can do over here is, some enemies you can just keep jumping off and jumping back up, and they'll just keep, if you get them in the right spot, like down there, they'll just keep coming back and not know what to do. I don't think these ones are dumb enough to do it too, but, there were some of them. I was fucking with a couple of enemies the other day playing this game. These things are larvas. I'm about to die. They just kept on going after me, even though they couldn't hit me, which was really funny, in all honesty. But I was just sitting up there, jumping off and jumping back on like that. That's this character. Okay, harpoon feather. That's just an extra jump. But I was doing that to them, and I basically just sat there the whole time doing that, and I basically got through the whole thing just fine. Alright, so that's not what I wanted. The second item they have is the cautious slug, which is increased healing out of combat. The next one is supply drop, which does literally nothing for them, because all that does is increases the amount of items that spawn on a stage. I'll go more in depth when I'm not having fireballs and I don't even know what to call those being hauled at my face hole. That's not the direction I wanted that to go. On shelf 5 already. Yeah, it is good. I missed half of those stacks, and I'm now suddenly taking damage. That's not good. Ooh. Alright. So, now that I am a little bit further into the void field, I'm getting stronger items. So now I'm getting green instead of the whites. Same with like last stage, how I had the harpoon feather, which was a green item, so a white item that I was getting. Notice those three. I think it was just those three I got originally. It might have been those four. Now I'm getting some green items, and then I will end it off. The last one I'll get is a red item. Assuming I make it though, I hate these pests. These pests are annoying. I killed my run a couple days ago, and I'm still a bit bitter about it. Oh, I know what that is. Funny thing about those is, whenever they're over here, they always come from up this hill. They always run right off. Just, oh, that one didn't. That one's small. And dead. I'm about to be dead. Oh. Oh. I didn't want to use that. That feels dirty. That was just my own stupidity. I don't think I will revive. I'll take it though. Real life is real life. I'm playing horribly right now. But that's alright. I'll do tokens. That way I can do more area damage. Not that I need it, but... oh, there it is. What tokens is, I can activate my primary attack, and every once in a while, I'll get shokens. And those shokens, well, I can attack in the air with, so they're pretty good for me. Take a shoken. Take another. They one hit those. Those things are a fucking problem for me. So I really would like some healing. I probably should have took that left on Daisy. What that does is really good for void fields. Every third of the teleporter or the void field shell, I'm dead. But what the left on Daisy would do is every third of the void field shell or teleporter event, it will heal me massively, which would be quite helpful. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, cause yeah, I don't really got much else to say. I will probably do another video, probably like immediately after this, but will take a little bit to post. I don't know if I'm gonna edit this. Obviously, if you hear me saying this, then I probably didn't edit it. But I guess I was kind of do it up to say. But with that though, that will be all. Adios.